name's Jade. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about one of my most passionate topics, and that is preparing your food.
I can see clearly now.
A lot of people come into the raw vegan movement and they think just because you're eating raw food that there doesn't need to be any planning or preparation. And that can be true to some extent if you predominantly are happy to just eat fruit just as it is. You don't want it sliced and diced. You're just going to peel it and eat it, and you're happy to just grab a lettuce leaf and just pull it apart and just eat it. In saying that, there is still some planning and preparation that would need to be done prior to this, and that is to make sure that you have ripe, sweet, fresh fruit always on hand, and of course, fresh greens. But I'm not like some people. You only need to look at my Instagram and you will see I like my fruit and my produce to look like a meal. I like to eat meals. Call it indoctrination, call it whatever you like, but I think we hit a point in our life where we have been eating that way for most of our life. We just like to eat a certain way, and I like my meals to look like meals so that I feel satisfied prior to even eating. I'm a big believer that we eat with our eyes, and if my plates look beautiful, I feel satisfied. Satisfaction is everything on this lifestyle. If you do not feel satisfied, you will start searching for cooked food again, and the next thing you know, you're eating abundant cooked food and you're back where you started. There's an old saying, fail to plan, plan to fail. And this couldn't be more true than if you're a raw vegan or on any lifestyle plan. Now, I have been in the health and nutrition industry for about 9 years, and I have been involved in many different eating plans. I have been following a raw vegan diet predominantly for about 4 years, and I have been vegan for nearly 6. And the only thing that I can tell you is true between eating an omnivore diet, and if you're eating a diet, so to speak, and a raw vegan diet, or even just a vegan diet, if you want to be truly successful, you have to put the time and effort in to making sure that your meals are prepared. I prepare a lot of my meals in advance, generally the night before or sometimes in the morning, depending on how my time goes. I will be honest with you, it's not a quick and easy process. But do you know what? Nothing good happens in your life if you're not prepared to put in the time. And if you put in the time, I promise you, you will get the results you are after, and you will have the success on this lifestyle that you're searching for. I receive many messages from people, and one of the number one questions is, why do I keep failing at this lifestyle? And to be honest with you, the number one thing I can tell people is, 1, you're under eating, and 2, you haven't prepared yourself. People just want to leave things to chance, and all of a sudden they're not feeling good on this lifestyle because they're feeling deprived. And it is something that can happen on this lifestyle, because if you're just sitting there with 2 bananas and a bowl of leaves, you are going to start feeling unhappy. And I know some people are going to be watching this saying, I'm not unhappy eating like that. But you've probably had years on this lifestyle. When people are transitioning from a SAD diet or even a cooked vegan diet, people are so used to eating a certain way and our meals looking a certain way that they will start to feel deprived just having bananas or just having watermelon, your brain will tell you, oh my God, I haven't had dinner. So I'm going to show you what I do to prepare my meals. So first thing in the morning, I make celery juice. I always generally make this fresh unless I'm starting work early the next day. If I'm starting work early the next day, I will make it the night before and I will put it in a glass jar and I will keep it in the fridge and have it in the morning. Alternatively, even to save time, if you want to cut up your celery the night before, I have found with most juices, the smaller you cut the celery, the less likely it'll be to get jammed. It is a very fibrous vegetable and it can get stuck in the clogs, so to speak, in your juicer. So having it cut the night before will help you. I generally have my celery juice with a whole lime, I do take the peel off, and 1 to 2 thumbs of ginger because I just feel for me it just tastes a little bit better like that and I enjoy it. So that is the first thing that I do. Sometimes I have different green juices. I'm not having to have celery juice every morning. I sometimes use bok choy, other times spinach. I just like to try and get my greens in. I aim to have 1 to 2 pounds, which is half a kilo to a kilo of greens per day. The second thing I have in the morning is some high water fruit. On this occasion, I'm having watermelon and you'll see I'm cutting it up and I generally have half a kilo, which is 1 pound of watermelon. And the reason I do that, it's just enough. I can eat way more than that. I'm one of these people who does not have an off switch and I don't care what anybody says, you can gain weight on this lifestyle because I have. So I'm very mindful of how much I do eat because I can severely overeat on this lifestyle. What? I know what you're thinking. How can you overeat on plants? So many people say, I can't eat that much. When you're used to eating a lot of plants, your stomach is used to having that much fiber in your belly. And believe me, it can be very easy to do, especially with caloric rich fruits like Majil dates or something like that. There's 67 calories just for one little date. And I can easily 30, 40, 50, you give them to me, I'm going to get them in. And next thing you know, you have consumed, let's say if I had 50, that's nearly 3,500 calories in one sitting. So it can be done. You can overeat on this lifestyle. And I am not the only female raw vegan who has come out and said that they have gained weight before on this lifestyle. I have found a way now to lose weight on this lifestyle and to maintain my weight, but planning and preparing is the key for me. Okay, I also have my watermelon with 4 passion fruit. I have the watermelon pre-cut. You can see I put it, I'm weighing it up and I've got enough cut up for 2 serves, so I'll have the next serve the next day. I have 4 passion fruit, which I just cut in the morning because it's just easy. They're very quick and easy, and I adore passion fruit, and nothing's better than watermelon and passion fruit together. The next thing that I do, I squeeze my orange juice. I generally don't drink my orange juice till about 4 in the afternoon. I start work late in the afternoon and it's just something I drink just before I start work. It almost gives me that energy hit to get me through. I don't finish work till about 9:30 at night, and I need enough energy just to get me through. I'm teaching children. It is an energetic job. It can be frustrating, especially when you're teaching teenagers at times, and I need to be in full control of my emotions. So I don't want to be undercarbed before I work. So I generally juice 4 oranges, which gives me about 450 mils, which I believe is about 8 ounces. Okay. The next thing I do is I cut up my food for my lunch. Now, lunch is always a very important meal to me. I like being sustained in the afternoon because that is my main meal besides my orange juice that is going to take me through to my dinner time. In today's setup, I have cut up 2 mangoes, 2 bananas, 300 grams of bok choy and 1/4 cup of mint. Now all I simply do is put all the greens underneath and I pile the fruit on top. I obviously keep it in a lunchbox prior, take it out, bang, put it on and presto. If I'm ever running late or I can't be bothered sitting there chewing or whatever, I just throw it in a blender, add a little bit of water, and it's so easy for me to get down. So either way, you can serve it beautifully and sit there and eat it and enjoy it, or have a smoothie. Later in the day as well, I have a smoothie, and it's just, as I said, it's just something at about 2 o'clock that keeps me going. I tend to have 4 to 5 meals a day. It works for me. You need to find what works for you. I have a saying on this lifestyle, and I've been on this lifestyle long enough, and I've heard everybody else's mumbo jumbo. I take what I need to help me, and I have a big rule on this lifestyle: no rules. The reason I say no rules is because you can get yourself so bogged down with all the rules that are in the raw vegan movement. You need to make what works for you. So I tell people, take what you can from every single person out there offering you information and spit out the rest. There is no right or wrong way to do anything. The only way is your way. So I have a smoothie and I have 2 frozen bananas. I generally freeze the bananas the night before. I usually have up to about 40 bananas at any time in the freezer anyhow, and they're always emergencies, or I can't be bothered making anything if I've got a bit disorganized, or if I've been out and about all day and I didn't organize myself, I can always make a smoothie. Bananas are a lifesaver. Make sure you have ripe. Wait till they're ripe. Don't put them in there while they're still starchy. Put them ripe in the freezer, in a bag or in a little container, 0 waste, and have them ready to make your smoothie. So I have 2 bananas, 1/2 cup of blueberries, 500 mils of coconut water, which I believe is 8 ounces, 1/4 of a dragon fruit, the purple or the pink one, whatever colour you like. If you can't get that, don't have a panic. Add some raspberries or add whatever fruit you have. It doesn't matter. People worry, oh, but this person said it's a superfood. It's fruit. They're all superfoods and they're all going to do amazing things for your body. Dragon fruits, where I am in Vietnam, are extremely cheap. If they're like $17 a kilo in your country, don't buy them. It's ridiculous. Seriously, have another fruit. 2 cups of celery, 100 grams of aloe vera. So I don't keep it in the skin. I take it out the skin and I just use the gel. Now the reason I have aloe vera, it's very, very good for you, but I do it to reduce any inflammation in my body. I am prone to skin breakouts, rashes, itchiness, whatever, and in the tropics you can get quite itchy very quickly. It doesn't take much to get a bit sticky and itchy. So I just simply consume the aloe vera. I think it does wonders for my skin, and I hope it's going to do wonders for my hair. I'm still on Mission Jade growing hair. Okay, and I just simply blend that together and I drink it. Very easy. Okay, for dinner, I'm having a big celery, a big coleslaw. Now the reason being I'm having a big coleslaw, it's a great way to get plenty of vegetables into me. I don't get too hung up on food combining. The only food I worry about combining is watermelon. I tend to stick with only maybe passion fruit or berries with watermelon. Anything else tends to bloat me. Other than that, I don't panic too much. My digestion is very good. I've been on this lifestyle for 4 years. If you have digestion issues, I suggest keeping it simple, sexy. Keep it simple, because always the least amount of food that we put into our digestive system, the better it is for your digestion. For me, this kind of meal, having this big coleslaw, works wonders for me, because it's like a broom going through my colon, and I know it's just cleaning everything out, and I feel absolutely fabulous with it. So I'm going to leave a link for the coleslaw recipe in the description. I'm not going to take up much more of your time, because this has become a long video. What's new for me? And I really hope you got something out of this video. I'm just going to leave you with the calories for today's meals. It came to 2,002 calories. I always try to eat between 1,800 and 22 calories a day. It's what works for me. It's what works for my body. It's what ensures I have enough nutrients. I always have a small amount of fat, as you'll see in the coleslaw recipe. I had the hemp seeds on this particular day, and this gave me 53.9 grams of protein. The dietary recommendation for a woman of my age is about 43 grams, so I'm well over that. Carbs 362 and fat 22.1. The ratio for that is 82% carbs, 9.3% fat, and 8.7% protein. So as you can see, I'm pretty much sticking to the 80-10-10 ratio, and that is what works for me. Again, if you need 15% fat, have 15% fat. If you need 15% protein, do that. Don't let anybody tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. And again, if you feel you need something else on this lifestyle, have it. If you feel that you need the addition of legumes, add legumes. If you feel you need the addition of some protein powder, some raw, or even, a vegan protein powder, have it. If you need something else, have it, because you and only you knows how your body feels. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment below, and most importantly, love life, live free, and be kind to the #1 person in your life, you. Thanks for watching.